It was a disappointment against Barrytown United, of course, with the result. Was there any particular motivation needed by you for the players afterwards, or did they motivate themselves, or perhaps a bit of both?
I think it was a disappointing result, but it wasn't so much a disappointing performance. I thought we played excellent, as well as, if not better, than the previous 5-6 weeks where we'd gone on and really got, momentum in our play, and the goals we'd scored were excellent. But I think if we'd have got that third goal, obviously the game would have been over. It really would, because at 2-0, it's that difficult scoreline where anything can happen, which it did. They've got a penalty out of nothing really, and really disappointed with that decision. But it was made, and we had to get on with it. And then you get the sending off, which is very harsh. If you look at the replay, Tom's looks like he's even got the ball. So to give a yellow card there, I think the ref's being harsh, being over lenient, whatever, and it cost us again. Another sending off that cost us, and we're 2-1, and we've got 15 to 20 minutes of the game where we'd entered 10 men. Still good enough to create chances, and we did do. Blaine's had the header, Jamie Mullins had 2 good chances, Brobs had chances. So if you look at the game, we've had probably 7 or 8 really, really good chances. For them, how many have they had? They've had a shot on 89 minutes, which H has saved, and then they've had a penalty, which you're likely to score, and then the goal at the end was fantastic, brilliant goal. But it's 97, 98 minutes. It's far too long for me. It sounds like I'm whinging, but they're statements, they're facts. They're not hearsay. So overall, disappointed with the result, because 2 seconds later we'd have got 3 points. Performance-wise, doesn't concern me one bit, because it was some very, very good play there.
Before we play Caernarfon Town on Monday, the two teams either side of us, Connors Quay Nomads and Barrytown United, go head to head. So whatever the outcome is in that game, points have to be dropped by at least one of the sides. Yeah. So in many ways, that's an incentive for us going into the Monday evening game.
Yeah, it is. It's not natural to play on a Monday night, but circumstances have forced us to play that game away on a Monday. So we'll just get on with it, and hopefully, we're in a position where we can close the gap again, or even climb to the top of the table. That's the incentive again to our players.
Against Barrytown United, it was another unchanged side. There hasn't been much tinkering with the starting 11 in recent weeks. Understandable because of the results and the performances. As a manager, Scott, how do you deal with the players who perhaps at this moment in time are on the fringe of things, making sure that they still feel involved?
You have to be fair, you have to be honest. I've spoken to a few of them and saying it's been really touch and go whether they start, because they've been excellent in training. We've got obviously a couple of boys that are out on loan, who can't be involved anyway, and a couple of them that are carrying injuries and not been able to be selected. It's the other 3 or 4, 5 maybe, that you've got to sort of make sure that they're on board and they're keeping fit and they're ready for a chance. And someone's going to step in on Monday now, because Tom's suspended. That opens up a position in the team, and if they do well and we win, and it'll be very hard to change the team again. We'll have to look at that, but you just have to be honest with people, hope that they're believing in what I say to them, which it's the truth. There's no point me tinkering and changing just to please the people who aren't playing, for the sacrifice of the team that are really doing what I'm asking. So it's just about honesty and being fair.
And we obviously refer to the Barrytown United game, but seeing the big picture, it's been 90 plus days since the New Saints lost a game, won 8, drawn 3, scored 40, conceded 6. So going into this fixture on Monday, there's plenty of positives in the camp.
There is, and if you look at the last time we played them, we had a sending off on 87. They scored a penalty on 87. So it was a frustrating night for us. I can remember, looking at the players, and they weren't happy. They weren't playing the normal game. They weren't fluid, in their play. It was more of it was trying to blame maybe other things, and that's not us. And I just think it wasn't one of our best performances this time round. We're in a lot better position, a lot better physically. We're still working hard. yes, they've got time off, but they work hard in between. And I feel we're just in a better place, and going there, it's going to be a difficult game. We'll have good support again, but I feel we're in a position now not to let anything go.
Although it is a difficult place to go to, it's a hostile crowd in many ways, always a great atmosphere. Nevertheless, the New Saints have done well at the Oval in recent seasons.
Yeah, we've played there in the Welsh Cup, gone behind, but made sure we've won that game. This season we won, was it 3-0? Although we were fortunate at times on the counter-attack. But overall, I think we still deserve to win that game. It's just the fact that the scoreline might have flattered us a little bit. So we'll go again and make sure that we're aware of their strengths, because they're good on the counter. They've got pace in their team. The front three are good players and have got pace and can hurt us. So it's the other end that we feel that we can hurt them.
And although the majority of teams in the Welsh Premier League have a 3G pitch, Caernarfon is still one that has the traditional grass surface. But the conditions this week going into the game look quite good.
Yeah, I don't think there's much rain, and their pitch is pretty good at the moment as well. So it makes for a good evening of football, and one we're looking forward to.
And finally, Scott, as always, we look at the availability of the squad going into the fixture.
Yeah, Aaron's been training the last couple of days. Chris Sargent's been back training, so both of them are doing more bits this week to make sure that they're getting up to fitness. Sarge hasn't played for a while now, hasn't played for 5 or 6 weeks, so both of them need some conditioning to be in the position of the other players. They need to get up to speed, and hopefully that won't take them too long.